Well, hello there, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It is Saturday morning, and I'm happy to report right now it's 78 degrees, which is a little warmer. But we have no storms at the moment, but they're still supposed to be coming. So if we're going to do a video today is probably it. Mom and I had a discussion last night. So someone gave us this. It's not a pumpkin. It officially is a healthy, fresh Acorn Squash something, $47.50. I mean, that wasn't the price. That was just a number. What do you do with these? We have made butternut squash before in years past, where we bake them. So what do you do with an acorn squash? Look at it. It looks like an acorn. Somebody tell us what to do with it, because we've actually got two. Maybe we don't. I don't know. This one don't have a name tag.
It's the same thing.
Is it the same thing? Just
oh,
smaller.
Yeah.
This one had a name tag, thank goodness. I really have never had these before. I've seen them, but I've never had one in my possession to do something with. I like to not waste them, and if they're good, Lord knows I like to eat them. But this one's been laying on the counter. This has been our decorations, name tag down. In the middle here. So we were using them for decoration, but it's time to do something with them. This one's got black on the end there. Is that good? Does that mean it's bad? I don't know. What do you do with them? You tell us. We tell you a lot of times what to cook and how to cook stuff. My instinct would be to cut them in half and dip the insides out, turn them upside down like that, and bake them. And then, I guess, put sugar on.
I'm thinking butter and brown sugar like you do the others. But I'm not for sure on those.
I'm not for sure either. But they're pretty.
Yeah,
Our neighbor actually gave them to us. And she didn't grow them. She had bought them, but she was moving. And so she gave them to us, and we appreciated it. But we've used them more as a decoration. I should have asked her, how do you fix them? This is a healthy fresh. This is the brand of it. Mama don't really... Have you ever made this acorn squash? We used to make the long ones.
I cooked
Butternuts.
Cushaw
one time.
My brother liked them.
But we made they're lighter colored. They're not beige. They're light orange, and they got a big end on each end that kind of come down a little. You cut them in half.
Yeah.
And we baked those before, and they were good. And we put brown sugar on them. I ain't gonna lie, and we ate them like dessert. Yes, sounds right, Mama. Good afternoon, John and Mama from Wisconsin. Hey, Tammy. We cut them in half, dip out the seeds. We were together now, Paula.
Yeah.
Add a little butter and brown sugar.
Well, yeah, that's what
Go with your instincts, folks. You don't know what you're doing. Just go with your instincts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it says cut them in half, bake them with brown sugar and butter with a little bit of water. The bottom of the pan. Okay, thank you, Star.
That all sounds good.
Use it in a pie as you would pumpkin. Oh, Virginia, that's my favorite suggestion. Cook them, Nancy says, like in a pot on top of the stove. Yes, Mama, butter and brown sugar, and they are so good. Okay, Penny.
When we was growing up, we just cooked pumpkin with sugar and cinnamon in it, and just plain old cooked pumpkin for dessert and stuff. And I was thinking about that the other night. Hadn't had none of that in years.
Wait a minute. So, Susie Roach, are you telling me you sit here to cut it in half, clean the seeds out, and bake it till soft? Then you can eat the squash inside. I scoop it out and stuff it with the squash, cooked sausage, and rice mixture. Is that savory then? So you would do it like with rice, and that sounds good with sausage. Okay, enjoy your day. The soup is good. Mel, what soup? Did you send me a soup? Ooh, I would like squash soup, I believe.
Squash soup.
Sliced bacon and brown sugar. Okay, butter. Oh, yeah, butter. You're going to put butter on it, Julie? Of course.
Of course, butter and brown
We're not going to
sugar.
go without butter. So, basically, you all are telling me use it like a pumpkin or a butternut squash. I just haven't ever used acorn squash. Hello, Cody. Everyone from Tennessee.
Hello.
John, you and Mama are amazing people. David, we're just plain old people, and sometimes, I don't know. I think I'm probably missed my mark. I probably need to be doing something.
What did he say?
No, he said we were amazing. I don't feel amazing.
No, I sure don't.
I appreciate the compliment, David, but I don't feel amazing. Bake, roast, add real butter, sweetener, cinnamon. Ooh,
Oh, now that
and
sounds
other
better.
spices you like. Kathy, that sounds good. Everybody's saying a lot of the same, but every once in a while we get a new little... I'll have to go back and read all these comments.
I think I was looking at a paper I get from what I used to be in the homemakers. Sweet potato chili.
Ooh, that would be good. You know, I told you my experience at the vegetarian restaurant we used to have in Jellicoe. And I really had a bad attitude about it when they first came to town. I thought, bunch of green stuff and sprouts. I just can't get into that. What are we going to eat? And I went there against my will, really. We had a meeting scheduled there. And I was like, it don't matter what I order, it probably ain't going to be good. And I told her, I said, I'm at your mercy. Just bring me your favorite stuff. An entree and some sides. And she said, okay. She brought me a black bean burger and some sweet potato salad and some other side dish that had something. It was the best stuff I ever ate. And it became one of our favorite places. And we went there often. Our friend group, we used to go out to eat a lot more than we do now. But we'd go out 2 or 3 times a week because it was just, But it became one of our favorite places to go because all the food was so good. So I've opened my mind up to things like butternut
Acorn
squash soup would be delicious, I think. I have had butternut squash in soup, and it was really good. So I imagine this would taste very similar.
And they got a recipe in our pumpkin pasta.
Now, there is a spaghetti squash, and
That looks like spaghetti, though.
right, and you eat it and people eat it like spaghetti, and it sounds so good. I've had it before. A friend of mine made some one time, and I had it the next day. They let me taste of it, so it may not have been as good as the first day. I don't know. Well, we may try to fix these before long because I think as long as they've laid here, it's probably time to fix them. They're still firm and all that. Do I need to worry about that little black spot? Does that mean anything?
As the root, like on a pumpkin and stuff, turns darker.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know much about these.
It's where the bloom comes out on your thing, on the stem, and then as it grows, the stem's here, and then the bloom in.
That looks like a wood stem.
It is like on pumpkins, cushaw.
We'll wash these up real good. I'll put them. We'll roast them in the easy bake over there, and we'll see what we'll do with them. It's kind of exciting to try something brand new. I don't think I've ever. If I did, I didn't know it.
I've never fixed one.
Oh, I know I've never fixed one, but I don't even think I've ever tasted a one or had anybody who fixed an acorn squash. Butternut squash, yeah. Spaghetti squash, at least once.
What's the ones that looks like a little white mushroom? I know those.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
They're good though.
Yeah, I've now had them.
Yeah, I think your granny fixed one years and years ago. I never did fix squash like that. I'm strictly a summer squash.
She was fixing chocolate pie.
Yeah, I love chocolate pie.
Oh, I froze y'all up. Treat it just like you would a pumpkin or a squash. Okay, Kathy.
That sounds good.
That's what we decided we would do, is just, do the sweet version. But now y'all have opened up a whole bunch of other things. Acorn squash, cut in half, take out seeds, and put. Okay. Butter, salt, pepper. Oh, butter, salt, and pepper, garlic powder, and wrap in saran wrap. Oh, that's a little different one too.
Yeah, it's more like that ain't a sweet one.
I've always cooked my butternut squash with butter. Yeah, we've had the butternut. We got on a kick one time. I don't know if we raised them or what, but there's a few years there that we would do the butternut squashes. And we always done them with brown sugar and butter. Oh, she says slice in rings. 1 inch to 3/4 thick. Remove seeds. Put on a baking sheet, oiled avocado oil. Then drizzle with melted butter. Sprinkle with a bit of cinnamon and nutmeg. The lecture just blinked. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
And a bit of maple syrup.
Ooh. That sounds real good.
Oh my goodness. Nikki, this one sounds. Sprinkle with cinnamon and nutmeg, a bit of maple syrup, and if desired, put link breakfast sausages on a sheet pan with squash. Enjoy 350 until tender. Oh, all that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of maple syrup.
It sounds good, yeah.
Look how Mama's dressed today, Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Oh, Scooby-Doo's my favorite.
It looks Halloween-y.
That's Halloween shirt.
Thank you, Nikki. That is wonderful. I cube mine, saute in a pan with cubed potatoes, ground turkey, and coleslaw like an egg roll.
Wow.
In a bowl. Oh, so you use the coleslaw mix. Okay, let me ask you this question, Sue. Do you peel it and just use the inside then?
Yeah.
The rest of y'all are just cutting it off and leaving the peel on, right? Are they peeling it and baking it? Some of them are, I guess, cubing it.
No, just cutting it, cubing it.
Like an egg roll in a bowl. Okay, that would be good, Sue. Boy, this is the reason I love having y'all live, because y'all can teach us some stuff. I told Mama last night, I said, I don't know what to do with them exactly, but I bet we have some friends that do. Caught y'all live. Tammy, yeah, we're here. Cube and roast in the oven with olive oil. Well, Pam, Caraway, let me tell you what I've done this morning. We had some bacon, and to put it on a sheet pan, put in the oven. And so when Mama got ready to clean up the pan, I said, save me that aluminum foil, put it in the refrigerator. So we just take our old dirty aluminum foil, what we made our bacon on, it's got all that bacon. And we'll fold that up and put it in the refrigerator for a day, too. And then I'll roast vegetables on it usually. But usually it's potatoes, and usually it's carrots, and those kind of things. I wonder if it would be good to roast this on, I call it my dirty sheet pan veggies. So it's just because it had bacon in it. But it might be good with bacon drippings. Cube and roast in the oven, Pam. I could add a little olive oil. Butter and cinnamon, yes. I tell you what, we got two, Mom. We could do a savory and a sugary one.
I like the sugary one idea. That one with butter and cinnamon and sugar.
These would be plenty big enough for us. I could eat half of this one or half of this one and have a meal. So we could have a sweet. We'll do the sweet on the little one, and put this one.
I was ready for some.
And use this one And we could do some of that other stuff. That maple syrup sounds real good. Y'all have helped us so much. Tell Mama I can't wait to see her Christmas trees. They are beautiful. Brenda, believe it or not, we've been talking about that. Heather will come and help us. Heather likes it. She actually enjoys it. I don't care for the... Hallmark makes it look so pretty. To me, it's a lot of work. And I'm all for them. I think they're beautiful, but I'd rather not do them. Really, I hate them lights. Some of ours are pre-lit, and some of them are so old they were pre-lit. Now they're no lit, and we've had to add lights.
I like to do it.
And then hanging all those little pieces on there.
I like doing it.
Mama does. Heather does. And I'm so glad they do, because they can get a tree or 2 or 3 put up a day. And when you're putting up 14, 15 trees, that's a lot. One tree, I like a pre-lit tree with very few things on it. Stick it up. Now, the one I call my tree, and the reason I call it my tree is because it was from my house, and that's the only tree I ever put up. Now, Mama put up at my house one time. She came over there and invaded one day. And I came home, and there were 3 trees in the living room and 1 in the TV room. And mine was the one in the TV room. But mine, I just like nature and just...
Now, in the living room, I put one big tree by the window, put a step-down tree, a little one, over
and crammed
here.
it inside of the big one.
Yeah, and decorated it.
And then you
put
took a little one
and put over here on this side.
and you crammed it inside it between them too.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And since I came home and it already up, well, I was just tickled. But would I have? Probably not.
It wasn't 3 scattered out trees. It was a cluster.
Mama used to say, after that, she didn't come back over there and do that anymore. But she said, "Have you decorated for Christmas any yet?" I said, "Mama, the wreath is on the door." At least people passing by and the neighbors think I have decorated. But I wouldn't put up a thing. Because when you have a mother who has, back then she had the same amount of trees, 14, 15 trees, and I would come over here at least, several times a week. I got a lot of Christmas over here, so I didn't have to put it at my house. And now that we're cohabitating, I got trees, lots of trees. Let me tell you what she's done though this year. There are going to be some differences because she got some. She went to an estate sale and bought some different furniture, and where trees used to sit, now there's other stuff. So I'm anxious to see.
I don't know how I'm going to work them in this year.
I'm anxious to see where them trees will be.
We may have to cut way back on them.
Don't y'all worry. That's a statement that she says every year for the last 15 years. The last 15 years. So Heather's already asking, when are we putting up trees? And so I'm sure she's excited about it. And really and truly, after next week, they'll probably start. After Halloween, game on. Mama used to want to get them put up by Thanksgiving.
That's when I worked. I had to schedule everything around my work, so it made it hard.
And really and truly, if you're going to fool with them, folks. And ornaments are expensive. We couldn't put up as many trees as we do if we didn't save our ornaments year to year to year to year. But if you're going to fool with it, Thanksgiving to Christmas is such a short, busy time. If you don't put them up by Thanksgiving, you don't have a lot of time to sit and enjoy them. Unless that's all you do, or unless you have a better work-life balance than I do. We usually put ours up now by Thanksgiving.
I'd like to have it all done by Thanksgiving.
And then we leave them up till mid-January.
There for a few days, you've got Thanksgiving and Christmas out together.
Turkeys and trees, and jingle bells.
I don't have Halloween and Christmas out together.
We don't decorate for Halloween.
I used to do a lot for Halloween.
It's just fall. It's So we leave the fall, and it's just pumpkins and stuff like this. But yeah, there's usually something going on like that here.
I
But
put
my
a trick or
favorite
treat flag out in the flower pot a while ago.
Oh, for the little children. Mm-hmm. To us, Halloween, we don't get into any of the. It's just the kids and the candies. All Mama's interested in, and so we don't do any goblins or anything. It's just always Charlie Brown. That's the extent of our scary. It's Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown Halloween stuff.
Great pumpkin patch.
Great pumpkin. And the kids. My uncle had 3 little granddaughters. Well, he had one first, of course. And he wanted to, he loved to garden. So he planted a pumpkin patch one year for the granddaughter so she could bring her class to his house and get a pumpkin. He wanted every kid to have a pumpkin. But let me tell you, it wasn't as simple as it sounds. So what he would do, every year he would plant this huge pumpkin patch, an acre or so. Then he would go out and he would pick every pumpkin, put it in the truck, park it, bush hog that pumpkin patch, because he didn't want the vines and the weeds and stuff for the kids to get tangled up in. Then he would go out and redistribute the pumpkins throughout the patch so they could come and get them, but he wanted them to walk on clean ground. Very picky. And then he wanted his wife, my aunt, Mama's oldest sister, to feed them and provide some entertainment.
We cooked and fixed and played games. And
so over the years, it grew into a community pumpkin patch. And kids grew up coming there. It had nothing to do with the kids' school anymore. But it was every kid in the community came, and we would do these little skits. We would usually find a little children's book, and then we would dress up like the characters in the book and read them the story. And that was the theme for the year.
I was a pumpkin for 2 or 3 times.
And we had everything was decorated up. It wasn't scary at all. It was just pumpkins and fall stuff. And we had all the Charlie Brown stuff and the Great Pumpkin thing every year, plus the book theme. And we did that for many years. And yeah, you do stuff and you don't think a bunch about it. But when he got sick, that was it. You know, nobody else in the family could plant a pumpkin patch, pick every pumpkin, cut them, clean them. I mean, he was very meticulous. So he got sick and we couldn't have it. And we had it that last year. And we told people, this will probably be our last year. And so many people sent cards and so many people came and said, you know, this is a tradition. You know, my kids grew up here. And I'm like, wow, it meant something.
Yeah.
And still, today, and he's been past,
oh, gosh.
25 years, probably.
Not 25, but.
Well, it had to be. Just about.
Yeah. He has been 25.
Yeah, it'd have to be. Mm-hmm. And then you still get people asking, Lord, I remember them pumpkin patches you all used to do for the community.
We would make all kinds of candy and cakes
and there would be hundreds of people just show up at his house for the pumpkin patch, and we would be outdoors, of course, you know, and we would do all this stuff. But it was just good memories and good times. It really was. But it did warms your heart even today, 25 years later. People still talk about the pumpkin patch. It's just something different. It was all him. It wasn't us. Me and Mama just helped what we could. But it was his. It took up about 8 months of his year. Planting, cultivating. And every year he'd plan next year, and he'd always be a little bigger, a little better. And then he was very crafty too. He did woodworking, and he would do these signs, and we'd paint them. And every year everything had to be repainted.
You drew the Charlie Brown.
I drew all the cartoon characters that he
Charlie
asked me
Brown.
for. Charlie Brown and all the others that we needed, and he made patterns and cut them out himself. My aunt painted a lot of them. So it really gave them something to do for many years. And when it got crunch time, like September was crunch time, I'd go over and help her paint. Mama would go over and help paint some. He wanted them all freshly painted and pretty. And he had them drilled in the bottom with big old metal spikes that we could put them in the ground. And we had a little, besides the real pumpkins, he made tons of wood pumpkins. And we would stack them around places. Little flat wood pumpkins about this big. We'd paint them up. And he grew a bunch of little miniature pumpkins, gourds, whatever.
They painted.
And they'd have a pumpkin painting contest. So all the kids got to take a painted pumpkin home. They got to take a big pumpkin home. And it was so cute. You'd have them little bitty kids and they'd go out there and try to find the biggest pumpkin.
They'd fall.
Yeah, and they never charged anything. Every once in a while somebody would give a donation or something, but it certainly was not required. But them little youngins would come carrying them pumpkins. They was so happy. They thought they'd really picked them, even though they was just laying on the ground out there like Easter eggs. Every time I see pumpkins or even these squash, I was thinking about the other night, sitting here looking over, and I thought, oh, them kids could painted them. And look here, I want to tell you, I was looking at this one. Look, don't that look like, just like, now think about it. If you look at this one, and you have this one set beside of it, it looks just like, boy, somebody's took a paintbrush and painted that green on there. Isn't that not beautiful? I mean, it's just dry brushed perfectly with a little hint of green. You crafty people know what I'm talking about. You'd paint something solid, and then to highlight it, make it look real, you'd come back with just a dab of paint on your brush. You'd dry it off, but yet it would just stain the tips and the highlights and brings out all the details. Now that pumpkin has not been altered, or this acorn gourd. But look how pretty it is. Anyhow, I didn't mean to take y'all that far down memory lane.
Ooh, I reckon we went way down the
Woo,
line.
we went back years.
Well, it was good times, so we enjoyed it as much
Mama's
as the
shirt
kids.
is cute. We did. We enjoyed it. We'd all dress up in some character costume. Okay. To yesteryear. I like that, Melinda.
What?
For the holidays. I love watching your mom. Thank you, Melinda. Yeah, the holidays used to be a big deal. Mama has, as I said, 8 living brothers and sisters back then. And they all had kids and grandkids. So it was a huge family thing, everything we did. And this was Grand Central Station. Mama's, most of the time, we'd cook and everybody gathered here to eat.
Yeah.
And we always cook for a lot of folks. So.
Good times.
Good times. We still do small scale stuff. It's not as much, and everybody's kind of got off on their own traditions and making their own deals. Mama, what's this? You brought this in.
I'm going to hang a flag on that and put it on the inside of my living room door.
Oh.
That used to be
a scroll when you were a kid?
An old cloth calendar, and it hung on me.
So this comes off.
Yeah,
and
and I've got a flag in here. I can't decide which one I want, but I'm going to hang it on inside of my living room door.
Oh, well, I knew you were crafting because she came in. I said, "Are you ready, Mama? I'm getting ready to start." And she said, "Yep." She came in with a stick and laid it on the counter. I thought, what's she doing with that stick? This is what we do, folks. You think, wonder what they're doing today when we say we're piddling around. This piddling.
I haven't made up my mind.
Maybe we'll let them pick.
But
y'all help Mama pick a flag.
This flag, it just says "Hello Fall," and I really like it.
It's pretty.
And this says "Welcome." So I'm gonna thinking about putting this one on the inside, cause it don't say "Welcome," and putting this one on the outside.
I say the opposite.
Fall,
I mean, everybody ain't welcome, maybe.
Oh, yes, they are too.
Not everybody, Mama.
Anybody?
Boogers and people want to sell stuff. I don't want to see anybody but, maybe a Girl Scout every now and then to bring some cookies. But other than that...
Oh, I'd feed and welcome anybody.
I
I started to throw that stick away in the counter because it was so
well, look
old.
at there. And that brown's perfect on it.
And I thought, I'll use that over and over. So I saved it all these years and use it.
You couldn't get people, I like this. What do y'all think?
Yeah, that's the prettiest one.
I mean, I don't know what we're picking for because she's using both of them.
On the inside. I'm going to put that on the inside door.
I'd put that on the outside. It's a wreath.
Well, this one says welcome.
And that's when they're leaving, so see, you're welcome to go now.
I don't know about him.
Well, this one's on here already.
Yeah.
So if you use that on the inside, you're good.
And I've gotta find my other thing that's metal.
No, it's on the door.
Is it on the door now? No, it ain't on the door now. I took it off. I've done something with it.
It's gone.
I've got a fall plaque hanging on the door now.
Okay. So then just leave it. Put this one on the garage door.
I have to.
A lot of people use it. The garage door. Family and friends.
That's a really pretty one.
Yeah, and that brown, that looks like it was just made for that. Mm-hmm. Ain't she crafty, y'all?
Saving. Who would have thought an old calendar thing would have made a good home?
You. I ain't seen you throw away 3 things since I've known you. True story. Folks, I am not lying to you. Used to, and this has been a while. This was back when she taught Bible school for the junior class. We saved, this may sound gross, but I guess we didn't think about germs then. We didn't even throw away toilet paper rolls or paper towel rolls because she was going to turn them into something at all times.
Always do.
Santa Clauses, candles. I remember one year she took toilet paper rolls and she took paper towel rolls and cut them in half, which made them bigger than the toilet paper rolls. And she had the kids cover them in contact paper or something. And we painted them or something. And she had yarn wicks in them.
Yeah. I gave Heather a bunch of aluminum foil and wax paper things.
Oh, gosh.
Just a while back that I had saved to make.
Well, they were patterns. She'd cut patterns out, made circles and different stuff.
You can make candles out of them for Christmas. You can paint them and put strings around them, make them look like snowmen.
I'll tell you something else, and this is going to make some of y'all. And technically, she's not a hoarder.
Yeah, I am.
But we have not thrown away a burnout light bulb here in years.
That's called a hoarder.
There's a box of burnout light bulbs in the craft closet. And she saw at one time how you take a burnout light bulb and you paint Santa Clauses on them. Snowmen. And she's wanting a whole tree done out of burnout light bulbs. Not just the round ones, the long ones, different shapes and sizes. And so her goal is to spend...
I can't paint them pretty. You'd have to do all of that. You don't have the time. I'll get Heather to help me.
Yeah. And do a whole tree of burnout light bulbs that are Santa Clauses and snowmen.
I don't think I'll get that ever to happen.
And Lord, some of y'all sent us some okra, dried okra, and it looked like Santa Clauses. And I just knew it was going to be okra farmers.
Oh, I gave Heather a whole bag of big dried okra a while back that I had saved to paint too.
So you're going to do the light bulb tree this year?
No, I can't get it done.
What was the process? You just painted the light bulbs red and then put a...
You painted them white,
Okay.
and then you made snowmen, and then you added the red. You painted the face of the Santa Claus on there and put like a little felt hat on top of it.
Those chandelier lights could make little
snowmen and
You could
Santa
do like the
Claus.
top of it is a hat and the
Yeah,
bottom is a
that's
face.
why some of it was like the okra.
Didn't you have some with Rudolph's and light bulbs?
I don't remember what was the horn thing.
Was it pipe cleaners?
It might have been pipe cleaners.
She had some Rudolph's too. Do y'all ever do? You just have to keep projects. Mama's always got a project going. But now I'm going to tell you, we throw away toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls now. That was 30 years ago.
Well, now I just gave Heather a big bag about several months ago.
But we've not saved them in years.
No, I quit saving them.
Because she was using them always for Bible school or something. I remember when I was in her room, we made, which I'm sure they sounded beautiful, we made instruments out of boxes, and you had us making all kinds of instruments. And then she made us get up in front of church and play them and sing Jesus Loves Me.
It worked.
I remember I liked to get the one made out of paneling. And it was a box, but it was hollow, and you had a big old bolt, and you pegged it on a yarn string. That's the one I like to get. Because the other ones, she took a piece of wood, and she would take, you remember back when pop bottles had real metal
Lids on them.
She took the lids and you turn them to face each other and then put a nail through them, and you had a jingler, you know.
It was like tambourines.
It sounded good. I mean, when we played, I thought we were doing a beautiful job.
I did too.
And evidently, so did the audience, because they always clapped for us. Not one time did we get booed in church. Proof's in the pudding, y'all.
We made all kinds of stuff.
Mama's always been crafty. So this don't surprise me a bit that she saved an old calendar. She's seen that calendar, and she's thought, well, I can't use that calendar anymore, but I could use that stick. And she can.
I did. And I've used it for several years.
Yeah. Looks good. Folks, y'all have been a great help to us today. We will prepare these in some way. And Lord willing, we'll film it and let y'all see us mess it up, probably. But I'm liking a combined of a lot of those, like, you know, the cinnamon ones and the butter ones and the brown sugar, and then maybe a little bit of maple syrup.
All that sounds great on it. And then that one with the garlic powder, was it?
Yeah, and the one savory sounding one sounds good too.
Sausage or bacon.
Right. See, y'all have done you've done a meal or two for us, and you've done some decorating. Y'all are handy as a pocket on a shirt. My granny used to say that. All right, Mama. Anything else you got a question about?
No.
I'm just enjoying my coffee.
I'm going to piddle some more today.
It's 1:39.
Yeah, I ain't got much more time to piddle. I'm running out of time.
Well, I guess you got the rest of the day, don't you?
Yeah.
Piddle away, Mama. Y'all know what piddling is?
What I do like this.
That's what we say in the South when we spend the day refurbishing calendar sticks and putting flags on them and decorating your house up a little bit.
Don't throw away stuff that you might can use.
Piddling and puttering are the very same thing. A lot of men putter.
Women piddle.
And more women piddle, but certainly it's used interchangeably. But a lot of men will say, I've just been puttering around the garage. What you been doing? I've just been puttering around the garden. Women, I just been piddling around here. I ain't done nothing. But then if you stay at their house long enough, they'll show you at least 3 or 4 projects they've done that day while they were piddling. If I come home and Mama's been piddling, I know after supper I get a tour of, come in here and look what I've done in the office. Come in here and look what I put in the dining room. That's a piddling day. And I think it's good therapy, mental therapy, to piddle and putter. I just like to, when I used to take off work more, I like to take off in October in the fall just to putter around the house for a week. Just to putter around. I would do stuff outside. I would, like right now is the time, in case some of y'all want a putter today. If you raise marigolds, if you bought them marigolds this year, I was going to tell you like a friend, if you bought them this year and they was, $7, $8, $10 a flat, whatever you paid, you won't have to do that next year.
15 now.
Go out there right now and get you a pair of scissors. Don't go out there without scissors, because you will regret it. And I know you can pull them off, but then there's a tough one or two. Get you a gallon Ziploc bag and a pair of scissors, and go out there and deadhead your flowers. Those little dead, ugly looking dried up marigolds.
I've done most of mine
Mama's
already.
done them. Those little dried up ugly marigolds, when you pull them, those little black seeds, there's hundreds. There's at least a pack of seeds on every bloom, if you're buying packs in the store. Put them in that Ziploc bag. Don't zip it up yet. Bring it in your house. Let it dry. Make sure they're all dry. Get your hands in there. Crumble them up. If they're good and dry, you can store them till next year. But here's something else you can do. Right today, while you're deadheading, go ahead and sprinkle you some on the ground.
Or in your pots.
Or in your pots. Or along the edge of your flower beds. Take you a little trowel or something. Work those seeds in. They'll go dormant in there. They'll stay all winter. Next spring, they'll pop up. And you'll have free marigolds. I love marigolds. They don't smell the best. They don't smell like a rose. But they keep bugs off. I like to put them near the porch. And I like to put them in each pot. Like around our Alberta spruce, I've planted some this year around each pot. They are beautiful orange and yellow usually. And they're beautiful in the spring because that's a beautiful color. And they last till frost. So they take me all the way through October. And they're beautiful. Plus they keep off some bugs.
And if you plant beans, if you've got room, you can plant you some marigolds right next to it, and it helps keep the bugs.
It's very, very common around here to see people border the edge of their gardens with marigolds and zinnias. You'll see a whole row of marigolds and zinnias, and those are for pretty, and it also hides the garden when you lay it by. And laying it by means I've done all I can do with it. I've weeded it my last time. I've got most of my harvest out of it, and it just kind of grows up. And you let most of the vines and stuff, you let them die on their own, and then you clear them off. A lot of people leave them for protection through the winter, but you don't want to look at that dead-looking stuff. So you'll have a beautiful roll of marigolds and zinnias from your front side. Mama used to always do marigolds and zinnias on the front, and then on the back side of the garden she put a row of sunflowers, and it would always look pretty no matter what was in the middle.
That's when I had my bigger gardens.
Marigolds on the back side, sunflowers on the back side, marigolds and zinnias, a row of them in the front.
I love sunflowers too.
Beautiful. So we just dashed down here quickly,
and we've stayed too long. We wore our welcome out.
Mama says, go and let them people alone.
As my brother-in-law said, honey, we better go to bed. They might be wanting to go home.
I'll tell you one more old Southern saying. You'll hear this a lot from, especially older Southerners.
You're talking about me?
Yeah, Mama's there. If you go to somebody's house and you've stayed too long because somebody's knocking on the door. Yeah. Say goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Mama. God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.
If you stay too long, people will say, I'm going to go before you break my plate. Meaning, you won't ask me back no more. So I guess that's what I'm saying to y'all. We're going to go before you break our plate. Y'all have a blessed day and have some fun. Get out in the sunshine. Make you some memories today with your family. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.